without a league goal, so it was
an important goal, Bob. You know, in terms of, but I thought we were terrific second half. We put a little bit more pressure on Fulham. They're a clever side. They keep possession and take the sting out of the game, and they did that well in the first half. Berbatov drifting around in midfield. Sometimes it's hard to win the ball off them, and but second half we did that a lot better. We created so many more attacks, and you felt the same was going to give. But we needed all our offensive assets today. I thought Remy come on and put the back four on the back foot. As soon as he come on, Cabaye started making a couple of passes forward, and suddenly we looked much more of a threat. And the goal comes from Atam, who, you know, I'm pulling my hair out today with him. You know, he's making bad decisions in terms of his selection of pass. He's not really doing what we want him to do in that wide area. And then he creates 3 or 4 moments in the game that can change it. A couple of balls he slid across that we didn't connect with, and then the goal was fantastic. And that's Atam. He makes us slightly dysfunctional at times, but you know, he can win us. He can win us a game at any level, and he did that today.
Why did you have Cabaye on the bench?
Sorry?
Why was he on the bench and not starting the game?
Because Anita and Musa, I thought, were terrific at West Ham last week. You know, and I have to be fair to all my squad. I'm not going to suddenly put in a player as great as Yohan is straight into my team. So he had to wait his time. I think he made a really good contribution. I thought the fans called it right today. I think half of our fans were more or less saying, not sure about what you've done. And the other half were just great to see him, you know, pleased to see him. And I think that was probably good. I think that was fair. But to be fair to Yohan, because he's so focused on his game, that he put that all to one side and come on and played a normal game for us. And that takes some doing, trust me, in that situation. So hats off to him for doing that.
Alan, they're going to have another chance to move Stroke Sheeran. That might be his last game.
Sorry?
Are they getting another chance to move Stroke Sheeran Cabaye? I think that's his last game.
Well, no, I'll answer it because I think it's fair. I mean, you can ask it in a number of different ways. And your phone's ringing, so that's a bit embarrassing. You know, I don't know. It's at 11 o'clock, but we've told his agent, look, come on, play the game, because we've got to replace him if we're gonna, and we can't afford to replace him before he goes, because we're not sure he is going to go. So that bid needs to come in if it's coming in early. If not, it won't happen. So, well, I think it won't happen, but you can never tell with this football club. We've got replacements in mind, but we need to act quickly if that bid comes in. We still hope to get an offensive player in before 11 o'clock, and you know, we're working towards that.
Who will make that decision? Sorry, Alan, I'm not probing the sort of hierarchy and who's making decisions coming and going here at the club. But when you say you're talking to his agent, will it be down to the club to decide whether they're going to sell him for the right offer or what?
The decision is with us, Bob. You know, the board. You know, we make a decision on whether we think it's right. At the end of the day.
So have you got a bid in for him at this moment?
No. We've only had one bid for Yohan Cabaye.
Last one, please.
And today's evidence, I mean, you look like a more than decent side, but just with a little bit more help, you know, you could really take a great step forward.
Three clean sheets. You know, I think in the last 3 games we've looked fitter than the opposition. I thought we were terrific second half when suddenly we had a bit more offensive. These fans want to see offensive play. They want to see offensive players. We had more available today, and it was a really inspired performance by their goalie. Otherwise, I think it could have been a bigger scoreline. With no disrespect to Fulham, and we got a lot of good things going on. And I think, you know, a lot's been written, and I think some of it has actually not been correct. But actually, at the end of the day, it's results that you need. It backs it up. And obviously, we've won today. We won in the midweek with a few of our squad players. And I think it's been a good week for us. And if we can get through Monday by improving the team again, whichever way it comes, then we'll be in good shape.